So I get to this clinic, and they take me in, and lo and behold, there is someone there that thinks he's Hitler. And there's lots of Nazi shit written all over the walls and stuff in the smoking room, because it's, yeah, I mean, crazy house in Germany. There's always going to be some Hitler reference, I guess. And I was there, and they're trying to give me medication, and I don't want to take it, and I don't trust anything. At the same time, I don't know what's going on, and I don't understand why I'm so dirty, even though I know that I was lying on the ground. Nothing makes sense at this point, because everything that was meant to happen, or that I thought was happening, didn't happen, and now I'm so incredibly unsure about what's actually going on. So that's a lot, that's a lot to deal with. So anyway, they end up convincing me to take half a tablet, and I take half a tablet. But I mean, I get affected by drugs. I'm very sensitive to drugs. Like, they affect me a lot, but I can also take a lot of drugs. So I get highly affected, but I also have a high function rate whilst being on them. So this half tablet, I can fully sense it melting my senses and melting my mind, but at the same time, I'm able to still work through it. And at some point, I pass out for a few hours, then wake up again, steal a wheelchair, steal a jacket, find a random set of keys, and now I'm trying to escape the crazy house. Trying this key in every lock, checking all the windows, trying to figure out how I can get out of this place, And it's like a real classic crazy place, this like pastel green, blue color on the wall, these like old style double glazed windows, and really old brick building, and yeah, very sterile and very stereotypical crazy place. So yeah, so I'm in this clinic, spend the night, and the whole time my mind is telling me that I could so easily end it all if I just kill this Hitler guy. And the world will thank me, the world will be free, everything will be right, and I just have to kill this one person and everything will reset. Luckily, there's somewhere in my mind, I don't believe this story anymore. I don't believe that this stuff that's going to reset stuff is actually going to work. So anyway, they actually treat me fairly well there, to be honest. And the next day, in the afternoon, the local therapist comes through, the house therapist comes through to analyze me, and we're sitting there talking, and this whole time there is voices going on, and this whole time I'm thinking that I'm talking to the birds outside the window, but I don't let them know that. And I'm on a mission to convince this guy that I'm perfectly sane, so I'm like not really truthfully answering his questions, and no, I was just tired, and I think I had a adverse reaction to my painkillers, or yeah, no, I just don't sleep, and blah 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 blah. And as we're sitting there, I could sense this guy was really sad, and I put my hand out, and he took it, and he actually started tearing, and and it was a very intense situation. But he gave me the option of staying another night or going home. And I was like, yeah, I want to go home. So within a few hours, they give me back my crutch, sign some paperwork, and out the door I go. So might put you on fast mode, and then we'll pick this up again when I'm at the clinic.
As this is going on, I'll just recall what happened when I was released from the clinic. Now, when I arrived, they take all your possessions, obviously, and I had a multi-tool that has a knife and everything on there, and a license, and that was basically it. And when I was leaving, all they handed me back was this multi-tool. So they send a guy out into the public who's had a complete psychotic break with nothing but a knife.
Okay. So, okay. So here we have the beautiful Königin Elizabeth Herzberg Clinic. Queen Elizabeth Heart Mountain Clinic. This is a very nice place on the outside and very stereotypical hospital slash psychiatric slash place on the inside. And it was from this front door that I came out. And I came down here, and in the summertime this water fountain is shooting in the air. So the sun was shining. I felt like I'd been locked up for days, but really it was just a night. And the next evening, sit down here for a while. That's as far as I got because I didn't know where I was. I had no plan. They didn't give me directions. They didn't tell me shit. And some people sat down there. I got up and I said, "What's the Richtung to Lichtenberg? What way to Lichtenberg?" And they've sent me in this way. So this is the way I went, hobbling along with one crutch, a foot in a leg cask, lower leg cask. And oh no, wait, I actually caught the tram. That's right. No, I remember. Yeah, I actually took the tram. So while I was on the tram, I was really trying to quantify everything that I just experienced. And my mind was coming up with all sorts of ways about how it wasn't at fault and it wasn't broken. And my story was definitely constructed in a way where I wasn't at fault. And none of it was my responsibility or my fault that any of this happened. It was all, the police's fault or the people on the street's fault. The voices was the other people's thoughts that made me do it all. It was now looking back on it, really quite funny is too strong a word, but slightly amusing how the mind will construct our reality to make it as comfortable as possible for us to live with. And yeah, fucking crazy ass times. So how can I now this was really still just the beginning. This was now August, September. So not the height of summer, actually, the end of summer. And I actually didn't get myself professional help until February, March the following year. Now, there was a lot that I have missed on this tour. Because I don't have a lot of time on my last day here. There's a lot I need to do. But I found it kind of good. I was very nervous about it. I had a lot of anxiety about doing this, and still my heart rate is, I'm riding a bike, but at the same time, not that hard. But this was just one day. This was, or 2 days. This was just one 48-hour experience from months and months of thinking like that. How that was the norm. And no one, there is no way for you to reach someone when they're there. Now, in some ways, I was extremely fortunate that I had my foot injury. I had such a severe injury that kept me immobile for so long, and only when I really, really could push myself through the pain or really had to go and run a task did I leave my flat. And this very well could have saved quite a few friendships and relationships. This might have even saved my life. I'll never truly know. And there's a lot of details we skimmed over because, yeah, I mean, I gave you as much detail as I could without this being a never-ending saga. And so why I share this? Well, oh, actually, this is where I got off the tram. So, got off the tram here. Hobbled my way this way. I mean, I was really at the end. I was suffering a lot of muscle fatigue. My back's thrown out. My hips are out. My left leg is just pounding like I've been running a marathon. And as I'm walking down here, or hobbling down here, this is where I actually locked a lot of voices into these buildings, metaphorically, a week or so earlier, as I hopped up here because I needed to go to the post office. So even though I'd been through that and I was trying to quantify it all, I was still reinforcing my own delusions because the mind does not want to accept the fact that it made up a delusion in the first place. Like all of this that I've spoke about today, that all made more sense than I have schizophrenia and I'm making all this, I'm fabricating all of this myself without realizing it. It made more sense that I was tuned into an alternate parallel universe. It made more sense that I could connect with the spiritual realm. It made more sense that I was the father of time and that I was only now realizing wow, look at the colors, crazy. I was only now realizing what my potential is and what my purpose is and what my blah, 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 which in a way I kind of look at me trying to not kill myself, looking for reasons to stay alive. So, yeah, putting the whole weight of humanity on your shoulders is one way to do it, I guess. Wouldn't recommend it. So, still hobbling. One leg, one crutch. That whole fucking journey. So crazy. So crazy. And maybe you recognize this building that we're coming up to. Right here. This road, this building. Oh, what a crazy part of my life. This fucking road. I'll never have to hear anymore. This traffic. It takes some memories of the Lichtenberg. Function. Yeah. Man, I've been through a fucking lot here. Oh, wow. In 2 days, I'm going to be on an island. Wow. That is some emotion right there. Movement is key. Keep moving. Wow. What fucking holy shit. Wow. Woo. Oh my god. Oh, the joys of being schizophrenic. I'm just basically getting hit by tsunami of emotions. Oh. Oh. Holy fuck. Well, that was unexpected. Well, no, not really. But the intensity was unexpected. How incredible. How absolutely insane. Wow. Like I was saying, that's just one experience. Fucking countless. If I look back through my life, sure, I was on drugs at the time, but it was similar fucking shit. I just had something to blame it on. Wow. And we're back. Round trip, limping back to the front door. I get inside. Oh, I forgot to mention that I actually left my door wide open because, like I said, I was communicating with everyone, and I was basically pissed off that no one had come to visit me, and I was surrounded by all their stuff. I was like, "You just come and get everything." Not to mention that a friend was actually coming to see me, and I completely wiped that from my mind. And she sent me this abusive text message and voice message about how she'd ridden through the rain to see me and that I wasn't even there and that I should just go fuck myself. So that was also nice. So that whole experience cost me a friendship, but at the same time, probably for the best. Yeah, I just want to go around the back. I want to take a photo of the other side of the building, the side that my actual apartment was on. Yeah. Might go further back. The old Netto. Go fuck yourself, Netto. Yeah. Oh, but actually, I'll get the Netto in the photo. How perfect. Nice. So yeah, that's it. So what are we talking about? Why share this? I mean, you've only started seeing me a year or so after that event. And even though I am still incredibly unstable in comparison to where I was 2016 when that story that I just told you happened, I am like I am the picture of sanity in comparison. Really. I am extremely proud of myself. I am incredibly sorry to myself that I caused that much physical and emotional suffering to myself. Really not cool. Really not cool. But my hope, which is the hope of this channel, is that that's life. That's what life is made of. Your perception of it, no matter how false it might be, is your truth. That is your reality. That is how it is at the time. Now, when I look back on that, I think like, holy fuck, how the hell did I believe any of that? But at the same time, when I think back and put myself there, remembering the experience as I was experiencing it, I have never experienced anything more real in my life. And that's one of the crazy things about psychosis, is that that is real. That is true. That feels it. You know it 100%. is more real than anything you have experienced in your life. There is no doubt. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking to you for a while. I think I want to experience this feeling. I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. I'm going to shut you off now.